Well, hello and welcome to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. Since 1991, I'm Pete Connor, your show's host, on this Wednesday, September 27th of 2017. A great show for you today, for all of us today. We're first going to be talking with Dr. Beth Gilthvedt, a local optometrist from Horizon Eye Care, who is going to be sharing with us pieces, at least, of an upcoming frame trunk show. And we've had a chance to take a look at these things before we went on camera, and I'll tell you, there's some interesting things that you're going to be seeing here just in a little bit. So we'll be sure to have a good time with Dr. Beth, and then we'll be going on location to the Owatonna Arts Center to visit with Silvan Durben, who just completed his 40th year as the creative director of Owatonna Arts Center. As a reminder, we appreciate your input as to what you'd like to see on the program. Any topics or guests that you know of that need maybe a special event that needs some publication, or maybe a special guest that needs some recognition, let us know of those things, and we'd be happy to show them on Owatonna Today. You can get a hold of Leanne at 390-5751, or by logging on to owatonnatoday@charter.net. That's an email, owatonnatoday@charter.net, and let us know of your thoughts. Now we're going to take a quick break for some messages from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back with Dr. Beth, so please stay with us.
Hi, I'm Dr. Beth Gilthvedt.
And I'm Dr. Nick Vincelli of Horizon Eye Care.
We want you to see what you love and love how you see. We're proud sponsors of the Owatonna Today Show.
And welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection, and a hearty welcome to Dr. Beth Gilthvedt of Horizon Eye Care.
Good morning.
I would have to say a valued sponsor of Owatonna Today. I think it's worth noting that.
Well, we've been sponsors for many years, and we're very happy that we can sponsor Owatonna Today.
Excellent. Well, it's a mutual admiration society, let me say. Well, some wonderful things that you're going to show us today and talk to us about the trunk show. But first, about Horizon Eye Care. Tell us, I mean, you're not where you used to be. I know that.
Right. In about 2 years ago, we built a new building out at 2560 Harvest Lane Northwest. It's out across from Fernbrook and a little bit closer to the Owatonna Hospice House. So out off 26th Street and 24th Avenue. We love our new location. It's spacious. It has wonderful parking, which our old downtown location did not have. Handicapped accessibility is wonderful, and it really just has brought us to a new phase in our practice. Pete, I've been in town since 1985 and practiced downtown for many years. So it's been just really fun to be in the new location. The other thing that's not really new, but sort of new, is I have two wonderful partners, the best partners anyone could ever want. That's Dr. Nick Vincelli, who I've practiced with since 2009, and then Dr. Penny Peterson-Visna, who in 2015, when we moved into the new building, merged her family vision care practice with Horizon Eye Care. So the three of us are there practicing optometry every day.
Yeah, well, that's excellent. And, the location, I always say location. That's a growing area.
It is a growing area, and we just really needed more room, and it's really allowed us to provide much better care. It's allowed us to increase the space we have for new technology, for diagnosis and treatment of eye disease, as well as, providing glasses, which are both functional and fashionable.
That's right.
Function and fashion, both, and I brought a good variety of those to show you for our eye care showcase coming up. But also for contact lenses, we do those, and we take care of a lot of people, and I think we do a good job.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, when you grow, something's got to be driving that, so it's got to be good care.
It is, and the people of Owatonna and Steele County have been very good to us over the years too.
Wonderful, excellent. Well, let's talk about some of the things. Let's talk about the trunk show when.
The trunk show is Thursday, October 5th. We'll be there from, our vendors. We have two representatives from companies coming to help us out and bring a wider variety of frames than we normally have. And they're going to be there from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So there's some good hours. People can come in after work. We actually are open on Thursdays from 7 to 7 usually. So we have expanded some hours with our new building, and that's been really helpful for people too.
Sure.
But I have a wide variety of frames here. I'd like to really show you a few.
That's all I'd love to start with that.
This is the one.
This one is my favorite.
This is the
I'll have
one
to tell
that Pete really liked.
Yeah.
And what's nice about this one is the magnetic sunglass clip. And it's the Eco line, and it is all made of recyclable materials. It comes in a wide variety of colors. And Pete, you were asking about when did frames become fashionable and not just functional. Really, that happened, I think, when the frame and lens materials changed, I would say, in the early 70s to some of the acetates and plastics. You can see that you can have a lot of different colors, a lot of different lightweight materials. One of my favorite lightweight materials or lightweight frame styles is this one by Silhouette, and I have several others. I'm actually wearing one myself that is the rimless type, or what we call drill mount. And what's interesting about this is you'll notice there are no screws in the hinges, and that was developed for NASA for any astronauts in space to wear in their astronaut helmets, because if you were to lose a screw in your glasses and you were at zero gravity, that screw might float around and go into your eye. So these are very lightweight, and something new with the Silhouette line is this pair is actually my own personal newest pair, which is also drill mount, no rim around it, but it's got just a little bit of color that you can see here in the groove, and that just makes it a little more outstanding. But very, very, very lightweight. And these lenses are actually also designed for people who are on a computer all day. They're specialty lenses so that you no longer have to raise your chin up to see at your computer. And I love these. I wear these pretty much all day in the office. So we've also got a number of frames here from Diva. Diva has the reputation of the beautiful bling, and that we have the sales rep, actually the representative from Eastern States, will be here with a wide variety of these. I've got several of these here on the riser that have the bling on them, especially pretty on the sides here. They've got a little bit of detailing there, and they come in gold and silver and semi-rimless. I think I've got a semi-rimless here somewhere too. Well, that's the one I'm holding, the semi-rimless one with no rim on the bottom. So that's another style. We're also going to have Vera Wang showcased, and Lily Pulitzer, and Jaguar. Those are some other name brands. But I brought along another set of name brands that we have. We have London Fog for men. We have Harley Davidson. That's a well-known frame brand. For somebody who wants something very, very funky, here's a little kind of odd shape, but this kind of harks back retro, maybe to the 60s a little bit.
John Denver glasses.
There you go, that's it. We've got Ducks Unlimited, how about that, if you like something like that. One of the things that many people like are a large size. This is a Callaway for guys with a larger eye size needed.
Callaway being the golf.
Callaway being the golf. We've got some Izod here. I brought a few sunglasses along. How about this this camo in the Bolay? We've got that. And we also have the Aviators. Now these are a Costa Del Mar, and that's one of our favorite brands.
Is that, can you get prescription in that?
You can also get prescription in almost all of our Maui Jim and Costa Del Mar. Those are our two featured sunglasses that we have. We also have something called the XXL line. How about that for men? And then over here again for women that I think is really interesting is, again, one of the plastics that comes, this is a nice lavender. So we've got that, and that shows up very, very nicely. So we've got colors.
The shape of that one almost takes me back to my high school days.
You know, the shape that's very popular right now, especially with women, is something that kind of comes up, not quite cat eye, but comes up a little bit to, it kind of gives our face a lift. We like to say we like to lift. And that's one of the things that I think we do very, very, very well at Horizon Eye Care, and that's helping you pick out the right frame for your face shape, for your lifestyle, for your coloring. We're very, very blessed to have some wonderful opticians who work with us, and they are just amazing when it comes to fitting you with the right frame shape and the right style for you.
The product, you know, the glass, the
Lens.
thanks. Always was glass before, but
Right.
not so much anymore.
Hardly ever do we use glass. Glass is very, very heavy. It provides very, very good optic speed, but glass is very heavy, and the technology has improved such that we can really get very good optics from the plastic materials, polycarbonate, what's called CR39. We also can get good control of the amount of light that comes in using something called transition lenses. We used to call them photo gray. Those were in glass. The transition lenses turn dark when you go out and lighten up almost completely. In fact, the new transitions really are completely clear indoors. So we've got that sort of thing for people who are in and out. I have a pair of those that I call my gardening glasses because I love going in and out without having to switch to my sunglasses. On the other hand, when I'm driving, I like to have sunglasses. And you know, speaking of sunglasses, we have different lens colors. This one happens to be a camo with a brown lens, and this one is a gray lens with a partial silver mirror. And the difference is that brown will cut the blue light more. And cutting the blue light enhances contrast, especially on a day where it's a little foggy or a little cloudy or a little rainy. Now, the gray lens, on the other hand, seems a little darker, and it cuts your colors all the way across the spectrum. So it's really kind of a matter of preference, but also a matter of what you're going to be using your glasses for. So again, function is really important.
Will people, this is kind of maybe a taste thing, but will somebody say, well, I'll have this pair for when I'm wearing these clothes, and I'll have this pair when I'm wearing.
We love it. We love it when that happens. Yes, yes. And I have,
talk about the fashion thing.
I have many pairs of glasses myself, of course. But yes, we do have people who choose their glasses that way, and I think that's perfectly reasonable because it's eye jewelry for many of us, glamorously professional. You know, you notice I have just a little bit of bling on my glasses, so just a touch, not too much.
Oh boy!
So that's kind of what we're going to be showing at our
Once again on
show
Thursday,
October 5th,
Okay.
At Horizon Eye Care, 2560 Harvest Lane. Come on out. We welcome any doctor's lens prescription. You don't have to have us as your doctor. If you are looking for something new and different, some face jewelry, if you will, come on out and we can help you out with that. Or if you just want something really functional, we can help you see better. One of our lines is see what you love and love how you see.
And that's what you're all about. You know,
yes, it really is.
And maintaining and improving.
Improving vision for everybody.
Making old people like me look better.
Exactly. So
well, this has been great. This has been a fun interview, and thanks for sharing all of this with us, and best wishes with the showing coming up.
Thank you. We're looking forward to the showcase and the sale. 40% off on frames with purchase of lenses.
Excellent.
That's a great deal.
Indeed it is. And so again, thanks for being here.
Thank
you
you
for being with us, and we're going to stay with us, please, as we're going to take some time for some commercial messages, and then we'll be right back. So please don't go away.
Amy Swain Hearing Centers is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Dr. Amy Swain, and I want everyone to hear better.
Recreational fires are allowed within the Owatonna city limits. They must be contained within a fire pit or a device designed for such use, and can be 3 feet in diameter and no more than 3 feet high. They must be 25 feet from a building or combustibles. Only untreated or unpainted woods must be used. Fires must be attended by a person at all times that are capable of extinguishing the fire. This has been a safety tip from the Owatonna Fire Department.
Hi, I'm Betsy Linger from the Owatonna Foundation. Your generosity has made Owatonna a better place to live by benefiting our community, the arts, recreation, and education. Please consider a donation today. The Owatonna Foundation is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
At Triumph Graphics, we think beyond ink. That's why you should make us your source for creative concept, design, print, mail, and web. Check us out today at triumphgraphics.com.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. I am here at the Owatonna Arts Center with the Artistic Director of the Arts Center, Silvan Durben. Hi, Silvan. Welcome back once again to the Owatonna Today Show.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and we are here today to not talk about the Arts Center. We're here today to talk about you, because you have just celebrated your 40th year as Artistic Director of the Owatonna Arts Center. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Now, does it seem like it's been 40 years?
No, because each day is new and interesting, and I get to meet and work with the most wonderful people, not only in the community, but all the other artists and individuals that come into the Arts Center. And I'm so happy that you're here in what I call Owatonna's living room.
Living room, right. We're here in the Performing Arts Hall, which is just always absolutely magnificent. Silvan, take us back to when you were first hired. Well, actually, take us back a little bit farther. What do you have your background in? I'm
a graduate of the Austin Community College, and I have a degree in art education, K through 12, from St. Cloud State.
Okay.
Years ago.
Okay, years ago. What prompted you to apply for the position? Because the Arts Center was pretty new at the time, was it
Well,
not?
the Arts Center had been started in 1974.
Okay.
And I came in 77. I needed a job, and there was a government grant, and that's how the Arts Center got me for the first few years, for the first few months.
Oh, okay.
So I was free, a free person. They didn't have to pay for me. The other thing that was really fun was the opening night of the Tony Djokovic exhibition. I came and I got to meet all of the who's who of Owatonna and the board members. So it was a really wonderful introduction into the community and the Arts Center as well.
Wonderful, wonderful. So take us through the evolution of the Arts Center. What was the Arts Center like when you first came here?
Well, you know, what was so wonderful about it is the Arts Center was brand new. The building was being renovated. I have a wonderful photograph in our history book of the Grand Dames in Owatonna, scrubbing and cleaning. And what I love about that is that, they could have easily just simply sent a check, but were willing to, really roll up their sleeves and do things. So we had a lot of good volunteers, and people were just so excited to see the building being used and carry on the rich history of the arts in the community with an art center. There were, classes down in the clay room. The tool company had built kick wheels. The building was being used both, down in the lower level with studios. Up here, the Performing Arts Hall, Marion Young had rescued the fantastic stained glass windows that are in this room.
I'm going to pull out just a little bit and show it behind you. So, and that was really kind of in its toddlerhood, I guess you could say, not its infancy. How has the Arts Center grown, and what has changed over these past 40 years?
Well, as much as things change, they always stay the same in some respects, because the wonderful thing is we're blessed to have a lot of good volunteers and artists and individuals who are always willing to do the impossible. And, one of the times that happens most often is during the holiday time, when we come up with bizarre, strange ideas of things to do with limited funds and resources, and sometimes not even the technology to do it. And most of the time we pull it off, which is really wonderful and fun.
I would say all of the time, at least from the perspective of the viewer, you've pulled it off magnificently. We don't need to know about, the behind the scenes. What we see whenever I've come, and I don't think I've missed one for years and years and years, they're absolutely fantastic and very whimsical, and yeah, it's just a wonderful journey.
But people have been willing to do that, and they're excited with the challenge, and we have great fun doing it behind the scenes as well.
Okay. So over the 40 years, what personal growth do you feel that you have felt throughout the 40 years?
Well, I'm so very, very blessed with everyone in the community. I'm so honored and humbled by all of the individuals who came to the 40th celebration just a few days ago. The respect, the kindness, the outpouring of love and support is really fantastic. The Art Center has given me an opportunity to do a lot of wonderful things and work with a lot of great people, whether they're artists or musicians or business people. The community and everyone is really very supportive, and I think Owatonna deserves a pat on the back for that, because without them, none of this would be possible.
And how do you think you've personally grown throughout these 40 years artistically? And
I think that would probably be better asked by someone else rather than I.
Okay.
Because
it's a little bit difficult to...
Well, it's kind of like walking through the forest and enjoying, the various plantings that are happening there and the animals, and not the overview above. So sometimes you don't see the big picture for all the wonderful little things along the way.
Okay, all right. Fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough. What have some of the challenges been over the 40 years, Silvan?
Well, I think the challenges are always wanting to find interesting programs, artists, events, and pulling them off, But there again, it's the community that really makes it happen. And just like this past weekend, the Bad Tangerines volunteered to give a fundraiser for the Art Center, but a number of individuals and groups have done that in the past. You were a part of one called the Bodacious Babes and
the Boy on Bongos.
And the Boy on Bongos.
That was so much fun. I look back at that. It was a great time.
And you guys volunteered to do that and work the audience. It was great fun. So those are the things that really make and warm my heart as well.
Okay. Looking forward to the future, Silvan. What are your plans? Are you planning to stay on until you reach 50 years, 60 years?
I really don't know how to answer that because, I enjoy what I do, and, hopefully the community will allow me to stay a little longer. Each day brings new challenges and fun things to do, so I'm kind of a workaholic.
Yes, and actually the community has been so fortunate to have you here because, number one, of the amount of hours that you put in that are absolutely untold and go far beyond the description, your job description, and probably go far beyond what you're being paid, compensated for. So it's a labor of love.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely, I believe that you have enriched the community by all of your selfless giving of your time and your talents.
Well, all we will admit to is that we try, and I'm so very honored that the scholarship is being given in my name. I'm very pleased about that because in the past we've also done some wonderful programming in the schools, and I think art is a journey and it's an educational process, and we invite people to come up and enjoy the arts. You don't have to like them, you don't have to totally understand them, but hopefully they'll open a new way of looking or thinking or experiencing some new things in your life.
Right. I kind of look at art as this is what feeds my soul.
Definitely.
Kind of thing. Really.
Definitely.
So reflect back on the 40 years, Silvan. When you look back on the 40 years, what are your reflections? What does your heart tell you?
Well, you know, I'm so blessed to have so many wonderful, warm, wonderful experiences. Very, very much so. I have, if you know me, I have stories because I've had so many interesting and positive experiences that have enriched my life. And hopefully they've touched other people in a good way as well.
Mm-hmm. All right, wonderful, Silvan. And you mentioned the scholarship that is being established in your name. I'm assuming that that the Art Center is looking for people to donate to the scholarship, and how does one do that?
Yes, if you'd like to do that, just simply send the contribution, earmarking it with scholarship, and it will go to the appropriate fund.
Okay, and do you know, is this going to be a scholarship for high school students or for postgraduate, post-high school kind of thing, or has the criteria not been established yet?
The criteria hasn't been established yet.
Okay, all right. Well, Silvan, congratulations on your 40 years as Artistic Director of the Owatonna Arts Center. The community would not be the same had you not been a part of it for the 40 years, and we thank you so much for your time and your talent and your love of the arts and your love of Owatonna.
Thank you.
And audience, please stay with us. We will be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Done.
Hi, my name is Dave Efforts with TPS Insurance. We're here to handle all your insurance needs. We are a very proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. Some announcements from our community. It's time to have a life-changing conversation about death, an activity that uses a conversation tool called Hello and allows participants to reflect on living, dying, and what matters most to them. This activity will be offered on September 28th from 4 to 5:30 p.m. at Owatonna Public Utilities. The Advanced Care Planning and Healthcare Directive class allows attendees an opportunity to understand and complete an advanced care directive. The class will be offered on September 26th from 2 to 3:30 p.m. at Owatonna Hospital. To register, please contact Carrie Helmgren, Advanced Care Planning Coordinator, at 507-331-5061, or Honoring Choices, one word, at alina.com. Promoting Peace Conference 2017. Let's try to find a way to end violence in our homes and in our communities. This will be on September 28th, Thursday, at Trinity Lutheran, 609 Lincoln Avenue South in Owatonna. Riverbend Nature Center will be having Naturalists for Nature Time, a class for children ages 3 to 5 and their parents. The class will be held on Mondays through December 4th from 1 to 2:30 p.m. at Riverbend Nature Center. To register, please call 507-333-6011, and that's going to take care of it for today. We're going to have back on Friday the Superintendent of Schools, Jeff Alstead, and Director of Teaching and Learning, Michelle Krell. And also, we will hopefully be having Mike Johnson, Owatonna Fire Chief, with us as well. So look for that. We'll hope to have you back on Friday. And thanks again for being with us today.